Good morning. This is Lori Kilpatrick and Correcker. Um, Today we're going to be talking about the basic four, well, five. I am an independent distributor with Young Living and human woman and mother and wife and sister and daughter and human being. So the basic four, if you are also a human being, that every single body needs are these four basic things. Well, we're going to do a fifth one, but these four basic things, when you do them, you will notice things will go better. So I'll try to keep this pretty brief. It's very basic topics, but then it can be as complicated as anything. Some people are going to struggle with some of these things. Some people just don't like some of these things. Some of these things are going to have to be like a preconceived notion that you need to get over. Like, it's going to be as varied as people are. So we'll break them down individually in the upcoming posts. But I just wanted to introduce the basic four, well, five here. So it's get enough sleep, drink enough water, exercise for 30 minutes every day, eat real food, and then breathe. So the get enough sleep. Every body needs a different amount of sleep, but everybody requires sleep. It's when we heal. We go slip down into your REM sleep, and then everybody's different because like we have sleepwalkers and night terrors, and we have like a variety, a big host of sleeping issues, but everybody needs sleep. So these are just heads up that these are some things that we need to also find a way to deal with, like to cope. We need to find a way to overcome these things, a way to avoid these things, a way to handle, that's a better word, a way to handle these things. We just need to find the coping mechanisms that work to help us get enough sleep. So get enough sleep so that your body can heal and you feel rested and you can think and breathe. The second one is to drink enough water. Now, every body is different. So they say a general rule of thumb is to drink 1/2 ounce for every pound you are. So just to make it easy, if you are 100 pounds, you need to drink 50 ounces of water. Well, that's all nice for math, but that's if you're not moving. That's also if you're already healthy. That's if your body is already getting everything that it needs. It's like ideal conditions in a perfect situation that probably is enough to maintain. I don't think so, because you should be moving more. So use that as a baseline. Make that your minimum goal. So if you weigh 100 pounds, your minimum goal is to get 50 ounces in. A gallon is 128 ounces. And I don't know if you want to carry one of these around, but a 1/2 gallon bottle. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so this just stays on the counter and I just fill it up. My kids decorated it for me, and I just drink every day. I started this a long time ago. There was this app called Waterminder that went, except it actually sounded like water pouring. So I had reminders set, so it kind of sounded like I was peeing sometimes. Just a reminder to drink something, and you can set it for the different things: 4 ounce, 6 ounce, 8 ounce. You can adjust it to whatever. You can say you're drinking tea or whatever, and just help be intentional about your water. Some people put a glass next to their sink so that anytime they go to the bathroom, they just take a drink. Some people put water next to their bed before they go to bed. Again, everybody is different. Every person is different. Some people put that stuff in there. I would just caution you to not do sugary things. I just saw a really cute thing. They took like a silicone ice cube tray and put like blueberries, raspberries, mint, all these different things in it, and froze them so that you had these different ice cubes that you could add to your water to flavor them. That's really smart too. And then you get that extra benefit from those yummy, yummy, healthy things. So get enough sleep, drink enough water. Oh, and the other thing is, for all of these, start where you are. Good, better, best. When you know better, do better. So if you're not drinking anything, get a shot glass. Shot glasses are 2 ounces. That's 2 ounces of water. And if you weren't drinking any water, that's 2 ounces more water than you were taking before. Ta-da! And then tomorrow, try for 2 shot glasses, or you might be surprised. And if you want to, you can just drink a gallon right now. You'll probably throw up and you'll have to pee a lot because your body adjusts to what you give it. It's adaptive, it's beautiful, it's amazing. It'll handle what it can handle until it can't. And it'll give you clues all along the way if we learn to pay attention. So get enough sleep, drink enough water, non-negotiable, exercise for 30 minutes every day. Now, I joke with people who are married, go be married. Then you only have to exercise for less. But 30 minutes every day, get up and move intentionally above and beyond what your normal day is. So if you have a walking job, that's norm for you. Do 30 minutes of intentional. Go for a walk with your spouse, take the kids out in the wagon. I don't know, take the dog out for a walk. We have a farm, so we're down there all the time. So I just loop the property. Sometimes the kids come with me, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I run it because I'm in a hurry. 30 minutes every day, get up and move. Move. Here's a fun thing about that too. So I never really understood that because I've been told since I am a bigger girl that running is bad for my joints, but it's not. And when I don't run, my joints ache. When I do run, my joints don't ache. So everybody is different. It's not like a run, it's like a fat bounce jog, but it's movement and that's what my body needs. And it feels better because it just does. And if you're not sweating, please go get that checked out. Sweating is important, but running. So to go from this distance to this distance takes it uses up the same amount of calories, no matter how quickly you do it. So if I walk from here to here, or if I run from here to here, I'm going to burn the same amount of calories. I'm just going to do it faster or slower. So it doesn't really matter how you exercise. It just matters that you get up and move. Now, don't quote me on this because you need to do what's best for you. 3 miles, if you can do 3 miles in less than 30 minutes, you're probably going to be good. Like you should be able, oh wait, that's a 10-minute mile. You should be able to walk like 1.5 miles at a decent pace, like with your kids or with your family. So if you do like 1.5 miles, however long that takes you, there you go. But again, if like this movement isn't something that you're used to doing, just get up and get started. Get up and get started. Get up and get started. Good, better, best. Good, better, best. Good, better, best. And you'll be surprised how quickly you improve. Okay, so get enough sleep, drink enough water, exercise for 30 minutes every day, eat real food. So I get it. The convenience of packaged foods, you have to good, better, best weigh against. I am not a make everything from scratch person. I don't have it in me. There are not enough hours in the day. Do I like to make some things from scratch? Absolutely. Do we try to make everything from scratch? No. I don't know anybody who can. Good luck with that. There are definitely some tips and tricks to make it so that things go easier, but you have to learn them. So start where you are and then start changing things up. Good, better, best. Take each step, keep improving. Improve. Like not exhaustingly, but just like don't be stagnant either. I think that's worse. The other thing is a lot of processed foods have dehydrated bits in it. So if you are somebody that eats a lot of prepackaged foods or like boxed things, know that they have dehydrated bits in them, which means that unless you're going to let them set for 24 hours to absorb all of the waters that it can, it's going to be absorbing waters out of you. So especially drink extra water if you eat like boxed foods. Okay, which we do, and I don't let it sit for 24 hours to make sure all of the absorbables get absorbed, because then most of them would get mushy and gross. So we just drink extra water. We normally drink our milk with our supper, but if we have like in a hurry, we always drink water. We'll drink a big old glass of water. I'll have the carafe out so that we can have extra water. And if I was super awesome, I'd make those little ice cubes. I could make them flavored, but I'm not there yet. But it could be a goal. If it was something that was important to me, I would just start working towards it, you know? Okay, so get enough sleep, drink enough water, exercise for 30 minutes every day, eat real food, and breathe. And I am talking diaphragmic breathing. So underneath your rib cage, right above your stomach, is a muscle that's your diaphragm. And if you take a big deep breath and fill your lungs all the way up, and then you exhale it. Did you guys ever see that exercise lady? Diaphragmatic breathing can help you lose weight. It helps everything because a properly oxygenated body can do amazing things. It can think clearly, it can function better. The cells are going to be working more efficiently. It gives you more energy. So yeah, it gives you more energy to heal, to fix, to go. Like, yeah. So oxygenating your body is one of the easiest things you can do. So if you intentionally do diaphragmatic breathing 3 times a day for 10 breaths each. Now, ideally you don't, if you're doing this, it means that everything's all tight. So just be intentional. And if this is what you have to do to begin with to get a big deep breath in, then go like this to begin with. And then just roll your shoulders back and relax. Your chest is probably tight and it's hard to lift if your chest is tight. So if we work on opening up our chest, it makes it that much easier to breathe. Now your lungs go from your shoulders all the way down to the bottom of your, like all in here is a balloon of lungs. Like, and a fun thing you can do is to see you can hold a note the longest in the car. I'm not going to do it here because I almost always win, but like we just say a note. No, I'm not playing music. That's awesome. Playing music. Oh, that's sweet. Nope, just making noises, but thank you. But we like to hold a note as long as we can. And that helps us to sustain our breath, and it teaches the kids to help sustain their breath. So breathing, super important. And the best thing it does is it's relaxing. Oh, and the fun thing about breathing, so if you count when you breathe, so if you like you breathe for 2, right? 1, 2. If you exhale for 4, it's calming, it's relaxing. It helps put things in perspective. It helps shift you from your reactive brain over into your logic brain. Not more quickly, that just takes time. But I just took time to take a deep breath, which helps me catch up and get out of my reactive state and into my more logic state so that I'm not focused in on feelings, that I'm able to assess the situation correctly so that I can be more accurate instead of reactive. Didn't mean to go into all that. Oh, and then the other thing is, like when you're waking up in the morning, if you have a 2 breath, if you exhale, if you do a 1 exhale, it wakes you up. And what's really funny, when you start this, almost everybody starts yawning because we just don't properly oxygenate our bodies. And if you're in the pool, because I love the pool, but if you're in the pool and you have your full lungs, you just take the deepest deep breath that you can. If you could do a full long breath, you'll float. I don't care how big you are. Your lungs have the capacity to hold the air to float your body. So if you take a deep breath and you go into the water and you sink, I don't know, maybe they just need to breathe. And everybody is different. I've just observed that about my body. So get enough sleep, drink enough water, exercise for 30 minutes every day, eat real food, and breathe. Pretty basic. Do those things. And I promise, if nothing else, it'll be a little more chill, more focused. It's just better. Let's take care